Good morning, students. Today we are discussing about nutrient cycling interaction. Besides interacting amongst each other, microbes also exhibit interaction with the environment. In each such interaction, numerous chemical and physical processes are also involved and result in the cycling of nutrients as well as minerals like carbon, nitrogen, phosphorus, etc. Such nutrient cycle is called biochemical cycling. These cycles can also fix gaseous form of carbon, nitrogen and sulfur compounds with the help of microbes found in soil, aquatic or marine habitats. The cycles in which gaseous components are not involved are called sedimentary cycles. Now we discuss carbon cycle. In nature, carbon is present in the reduced form like methane, organic compounds, and also in the form of oxides like carbon monoxide and carbon dioxide. The biological and chemical reactions involving carbon are mainly influenced by electron donors like hydrogen and electron acceptors like oxygen. You know, hydrogen is electron donors and oxygen are electron acceptors. Then methane is available from numerous sources like rice paddies, coal mines, sewage treatment plants, etc. etc. Anaerobic microbes like Methanobacter also produce methane in termite gut. Some of the carbon compound you see here, this carbon compound also participate in carbonic cycle. So now this is the rice paddies. In agriculture, rice paddies produced more carbon in the form of carbon dioxide gas and methane gas CH4, and the coal mines produced carbon dioxide gas and methane because the oxygen level is very low in coal mines, so produce carbon monoxide. Then sewage treatment plant. In sewage treatment plant, many carbonic compounds are mixed and produced carbon monoxide, sulfur dioxide and carbon dioxide gases. Also CH4 methane gases and many methanobacter bacteria are produced in termite gut. You see termite, what is termite gut? Termite is a insect which eats many organic compounds like woods. The microbes make enzymes in termite gut or termite stomach. These bacteria are also find termite gut. So termites are produced methane in very large quantity. The level of methane is continuously increasing in the environment. It may be released directly to the atmosphere as soon as it is produced, or it may be oxidized into carbon dioxide before released to the atmosphere by aerobic microbes. Carbon dioxide released in the atmosphere is utilized by cyanobacteria. Now you see cyanobacteria, green algae. This is green algae. Photosynthetic bacteria. This is photosynthetic bacteria and also aerobic chemolithoautotrophs. Chemolithoautotrophs. These are chemolithoautotrophs. These autotrophs make our food ourselves and is converted into organic matter. The composition of the organic compounds thus formed may, however, vary in their characteristics. Further in the cycle, this organic matter is degraded, although the process of degradation is influenced by factors like nutrients present in the environment. Second, abiotic conditions for or factors like pH scale, oxygen level या oxygen availability, temperature, etc. Third है microbial community present. You know microbial community? A microbial is a solution in which many microbes or microorganisms are produced and their growth is very high speedily and large quantity for industrial purpose. The degraded organic matter may be utilized for formation of new microbial mass, or if not used for the growth and formation of microbial mass, it may be released into environment. The process in which inorganic compounds are decomposed and release simpler inorganic compounds like carbon dioxide gas, methane gas, hydrogen gas and NH4 plus ion etc. is called mineralization. So you know mineralization, some minerals are free and compound with other bacteria. Just like these are the minerals, the complex organic matter provides only carbon, hydrogen and oxygen for microbial growth. So these are basic components for microbial components. Thus, all the other nutrients required for the same are obtained from the environment. The process is called immobilization. The degradation of compounds like hydrocarbons, lignin, etc. in absence of oxygen. Both these compounds exhibit dependence on oxygen availability for their biodegradation. Even the final product produced or mineralized is affected by oxygen availability. Under aerobic conditions, compounds like nitrates, sulfates and carbon dioxide gas are produced, whereas reduced end products like ammonia, sulfides, methane, etc. are released in anaerobic conditions. All these compounds may serve as nutrients, and if mixing amongst them take place, the oxidized species may get reduced and vice versa may occur. This is the carbon cycle lecture. You know much about it. If you carry a short or major problem, you can solve it by asking us. You can do a comment, drop a like in the and subscribe the channel. Okay, thank you.